Good afternoon. My name is Mehran. I'm co-founder and CEO of NeuroQore. I'm here to talk to you about an effective treatment for depression. Depression is not sadness. Clinical depression is among few disorders in medicine where a person actually says, I would kill myself if I had a chance. And every year we have more than 16 million adults who are diagnosed with clinical depression. They spend more than $11 billion a year in the first line of therapy on prescription drugs. But more than 4 million adults remain drug-resistant every year. We don't know how to treat them without hospitalization. And we have a drug-resistant depression crisis. We need non-drug treatments. In fact, the most effective treatment known for clinical depression is a non-drug treatment, electroconvulsive therapy or electroshock therapy. It is the most effective, but it's brutal. It involves hospitalization and anesthesia. And it has severe cognitive side effects. Less than 1% of patients are willing to endure this type of therapy. But we learn so much from electroconvulsive therapy. We learn brain is an electrical circuit. We learn depression is a functional problem, a gridlock within the brain circuit. And we understand by applying electrical currents to the brain, we can induce unidirectional currents throughout the whole brain to remove these gridlocks. However, applying electrical pulses to the whole brain triggers seizure and convulsion as well, which is unpleasant. Instead, we could use magnetic pulses in order to induce currents in a smaller area of the brain without triggering seizure and convulsion. This is known as magnetic brain stimulation, or rTMS, which is very attractive because it does not require hospitalization or anesthesia. It's outpatient. And it has no systemic side effects. It feels like a tapping on the head, and it's widely accepted by patients. However, today, rTMS is limited to multidirectional induction of currents, not unidirectional. And it has limited efficacy. It's not as good as electroconvulsive therapy. Enter NeuroQore. We have introduced world's first unidirectional rTMS. That is, we can induce currents in a small area of the brain in one direction, and it has improved efficacy. Our device includes an amplifier with patented circuits, a coil to deliver the magnetic pulses to the brain, and a treatment chair. We have received more than $2 million in the last 2 years in grants to develop this product and manufacture 2 units. Today, we are Health Canada approved. We have installed units in Canada. We have generated revenue in the last 2 years, and we are projecting additional revenue in 2019. We have also completed a safety study as well as a controlled pilot on actual patients, and I'm going to share the data with you. We are very proud of these results. Remission rates have been calculated 12 weeks after the therapy, and the efficacy is approaching electroconvulsive therapy. However, effective treatment for depression alone is not enough. For depression, we need comprehensive care. We are rethinking mental health care ground up, and we are building our own clinics where we have dedicated concierge for each patient. We have a patient-centric culture to ensure patients are engaged with their treatment. Our go-to-market strategy in the US is to partner up with large medical groups where we are responsible for the equipment and training of a staff as well as maintaining the service excellence, and our partners provide patients referrals. We have a hub model, multiple units per center, and such hub model with 5 units could generate more than $4 million a year at full capacity using existing CPT codes and existing reimbursement, Medicare, among others. We have forged our first partnership in the US in order to set up 3 clinics in California in 2017, and we are all set to ramp up to 100% full capacity and generate more than $13 million a year in 2018. This is a patented platform applicable to a range of disorders, a range of psychiatric and neurological disorders. At this stage, we have a focus on drug-resistant depression. And finally, we have a multidisciplinary team My background is in electrical engineering and experimental neuroscience, and I've received an Entrepreneurial Achievement Award for my work at NeuroQore. Adrian, my co-founder, is an award-winning scientist and engineer. Brittany has a background in psychology, and she's a certified trainer for service excellence by Ritz-Carlton. And finally, Jonathan is a pioneering psychiatrist who's well known worldwide for his contributions to RTMS. We are raising a seed fund. We have raised $2 million of our $3 million goal in order to manufacture more units and grow our team. We are looking for additional strategic investors, help us get more patients into remission faster. Thank you.